This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in. It's time for Top of the Morning, the best morning show on the internet. I am Raheem Architect Soto, joined by my twin brother, Abdul Ali. What's good, bro?
Everything good. Top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Make sure you head over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself a membership as usual. Cool blog over there, cool community of folks. You can always go back and listen to these episodes on your favorite podcasting apps, wherever you listen to the things that you listen to. And if we're not where you listen to podcasts, let us know so we can get on over there. I also really quickly, Ali, at the top of the show, right? And I should have told you I was going to do it because I know you got some things coming up, right? You got some events coming up, but next Monday, bro, it's our Southampton Town GOP candidate kickoff. It is time for the campaigns to be underway. I don't know where the flyer is right now. I had it somewhere, but shouts out to all of our Southampton Town GOP candidates. Okay, there it is. Ali, this is a big deal for us out here because basically it's local election season, guys, and we've been telling y'all that the local is where it's at, and local is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? So Monday, April 17th, 2023, you see the list of candidates we got there. We will be rocking out at the beautiful Edgewater restaurant from 6 to 8 p.m. Come on down if you are in the Southampton Town area out here on the beautiful East End, bro. That's my plug for the morning. Get tickets, shtowngop.com. Get your tickets. Shout out to Chairman Betts and the whole Southampton Town GOP.
Nice. I ain't plugging nothing this morning because we got a lot of important stuff to talk about.
That was important.
No. That was very important. I think that was very important stuff. I agree. But yeah. So
all right, let's get this.
Do you want me to just get this guy out of the way? Should we just get this out of the way this morning, ladies and gentlemen?
We're gonna get before you do that though. Keep them up there.
Okay.
This seems to be a big contradiction. These young folks, these young goofy folks, right? And I can't think of a better word than goofy because it's not too mean, right? It's not like you're calling them retarded. You're not, I guess these days you can't. I remember days when you're like,
use the R word. You can't use the R word.
I grew up in a generation when you be like, yo, you know that kid? Yeah, he's retarded. The retarded kid. Like, I don't know. I just grew up like that. Maybe we didn't get the sensitivity training. What now, Scott? I might have cut school that day. They were doing he's social emotional learning. I don't think I was there that day. But the point that I'm getting at is that the reality is that we can't say that these young people don't have struggles. In all fairness, the generation that this young generation that this young man represents or purports to represent, there are struggles for this generation. There are things like every generation that they will go through.
Yeah, how not to eat Tide Pods. How about that? That's a struggle. Whether or not there's strong enough Wi-Fi, I don't believe. Like, oh my God, Mom, the hotel doesn't have Wi-Fi. There's struggle.
Excuse me. I'd like to see the manager. They don't have soy almond milk.
Whoa. I ordered my mocha choco foco lacataca latte, and they did not have soy almond milk that was crushed. The almonds were not crushed by a prepubescent Colombian boy like I asked.
Okay. Request. Let's not even do this. My point that I'm getting at is that obviously there are struggles for each generation, right? Fair enough.
Sure.
The connection to the Negro spirituals is a little out of pocket. It's a little disrespectful.
What?
That came out of left field.
Hold on. So you're saying, hey, do you want me to do it? Because are you?
Go ahead. Do it.
You're saying this right here is out of pocket.
Everywhere I go.
Or are you saying that's out of pocket? Is that what you're saying is out of pocket?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is totally absolutely 1,000,000% out of the question. You can't do that, young folks. Them songs belong to people that got hit with water hoses and bit by dogs. And you, sir, cannot. You guys, you up there singing the old Negro spirituals and these things here. You connecting. Y'all need to come up with your own songs, right, in your own cadence, right? Like so.
So you're saying, hold on. You're saying this doesn't work right now in 2023. You can't.
Yeah, come on, folks. Yeah,
hold on. Listen.
Go ahead, do it to him.
Democracy. There has seldom been more at stake. That's why they're here. We need to see in the administration and in the Senate the same courage that these Texans have demonstrated.
Deep in our hearts. Come on, you're gonna make me throw my laptop. Wait, back up, Terry. Was it shall, we will? Yeah, see, everybody not even on. Hold up, pause it. Everybody ain't even got the words together. There was clearly no recital at the beginning of this outgoing. Hold on, one more time. You got to play it again because maybe my ears are mistaking me. But it sound like, oh, yep, I heard a wheel and a shall. In our hearts, we got all that together. Ooh, okay, somebody hit us with a will and some shalls. So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is pass out the lyrics before we show up to a singing recital and don't warn everybody. So my point is that I'm not really a big fan of any of this energy because it's so misdirected. The go ahead, play it. The powerful black fist thing, the power to like this whole goofiness.
Go ahead. Here you go. Hold on, I gotta go there.
What is that, bro? What are we doing here?
What?
Hold on.
I don't even get it. I don't understand it. I don't. For the life of me, I don't understand it.
Is it fair? Is it fair if I do this? Hold on, let me see. Is it fair? What in the world, right? Explain this to me. How do you and this guy, right here, how does that and that compare? It's not the same time. I don't understand what y'all got going on.
So are we making a suggestion? Are these young folks, Mr. Jones and these other people, making a suggestion?
I know, Brother Frank, I know it's classic, but your grown behind ain't saying we shall overcome in at least a decade, sir. You have to be sitting on the floor with your legs crossed.
Yeah, but bro, we're not even, you can't even, there's no objective, logical way. There's nothing you can tell me. I don't know anybody that's made a convincing argument to suggest that America in 2023 is more racist, if not as racist as it was when that brother had his fist up in the first place. We're not in the same world that we were in 2 back-to-back back-to-back black president, back-to-back black secretaries of state, back-to-back black chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
But I'm just
2
baffled,
black people on
Ali,
the Supreme Court. Like, come on. What are we making an argument with this? That doesn't compare.
Ali, I'm baffled at how misguided these young men are. It's baffling. It's literally, in my mind, it's like you ever see like a robot in a science fiction film, short circuiting and glitching. Like, I'm trying to understand, like can't compute. Like,
no expulsion, no attempt to silence us will stop us, but it'll only galvanize and strengthen our movement. And we continue to show up in the people's house. Power to the people.
Okay.
So he's back in. You know.
So here's my question.
A whole bunch of do about nothing. And then it's so racist that it was a majority white city council. Right? We're only tabling for you racists out there, for y'all who everything needs to be, it's because they're white. You have a fundamental contradiction in place here, which is that you said the white people wanted to get rid of him, but it was the white people that then turned around and put him right back in there.
All right.
So you see how you have a fundamental problem?
So check this out. And for those of you who want to say it was about white-black issue, right? It ain't enough black people on the city council in Nashville to get him back on. It ain't enough. You got Sharon, you got Ms. Zulfat, you got Miss Keonce. Yes, I said Keonce. I might be wrong. It might be Keonce. I don't know. Keonce, you got, who else you got here? You got Brandon. You got Tanaka or Tanaka. And then you got Delicia. Then you have Miss Joy and Miss Antoinette. That's all you got.
Delicia.
It's Delicia. Whatever. But the whole point being, out of 35, you got 10 black people. So miss me with the whole idea that it was, the white man wanted to keep him out. Then you got to argue that it was the white racist Republicans that wanted to keep him out. And then you got to go tell me that the white racist Republican that said, hey, I know he wanted to get expelled, so I voted to expel him. There's a couple of them folks floating around.
So the idea wanted to get expelled. See, social media is a hell of a drug.
Social media is them clicks, views, and likes is a hell of a narcotic.
I think social media is the new cocaine. I think so,
buddy. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. We're going to talk about this alphabet agenda right on the other side of this commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back on Top of the Morning, the best morning show on the planet. I'm Abdul Ali, joined with my twin brother, Raheem. Architect Soto, you see the website on your screen, tuconservative.com. If you enjoy the content, please hit us up there, tuconservative.com. Get yourself a membership, sponsor an episode of 3. You can also throw us some love on Cash App, $TU Conservative, if you want to throw us some love that way. All right, we're going to talk about this. Okay, hold on, bro. Hold on. I got to do this right now.
Yep.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do not, nor does my brother, care about what you do in your own house with your own bodily.
Excuse me. No, speak for yourself. I absolutely do care about what you do in your own house. I do. And I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Let's go with this.
Because you might be kicking your wife's behind in your house. You might be hurting your babies in your house. I have a percentage out of 100.
Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase.
All right, rephrase.
We don't care about most of the stuff you do here. Most of it. We don't care. I mean, and most people don't. Like my brother said, as long as you're not beating your wife, doing doing something to the kids or the senior, or husband beating each other. Let's just put it that way. Non-consensually beating each other. Let's put it that way.
Oh my God. How do you even put those words together?
You have to put it now. It's
so there's 23. A consensual. Oh yeah, there is a consensual.
There's a consensual beating, I guess. Thank you. May I have another?
All right, listen, so essentially what we're saying is, as long as there's no domestic violence in the household and there's no abuse of children or elderly
seniors,
people
hey, we
or
good.
seniors, then
you do
I don't
you.
care what you do. Anything that happened in your house, your business. I mean, I think we're all somewhat concerned about that, or at least we should be. You should be worried if you're, because then what happens is you go, I don't care what happens in your house until the next door neighbor wife walk out with the swollen eye. Then you got to be like, okay, I kind of care about what's going on. So I just left that there for us to say there's a cutoff to that. But fair enough, we don't care what I think you meant to say is we don't care what you do in your bedroom. Like that in your...
Unless it's one of those aforementioned things.
Fair enough.
But the point that I bring up, see, Ra, you have this LGBT thing up here, right? On the screen. I do. Now, there is an agenda. Are we going to not make there is no LGBTQ agenda? Is that a true or a false statement in your opinion to say that there is no LGBTQIA plus GRFY agenda?
Oh, it gets worse than that. Let's be clear about what we're talking about. So LGB is an initialism that stands for what we know: lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. In use since the 90s. Keep that in mind. Just put a pin right there, Ali. It's been in use since the 90s. The initialism, as well as some of its common variants, function as an umbrella term for certain sexualities and gender identities. The LGBT term, the LGBT term is an adaptation of the initialism LGB, which began to replace the term gay or gay and lesbian in reference to the broader LGBT community, beginning in the mid to late 1980s. When not inclusive of transgender people, the shorter term LGB is still used instead of LGBT. So it may refer to anyone who is non-heterosexual or non-cisgender instead of exclusively to people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Now, to answer the question, do I personally think there's an agenda? Okay. I want to click something over. We said we got to print a timestamp of about the 90s, right? When this became a thing, right? I also want to add this right here. Okay. Can you see this tab? So now we have LGBTQQIP2SA. I'll repeat. LGBTQQIP2SA.
All right. Wait a gosh darn on second here.
Hold on. It ain't no more just LGBTQ plus. It's now LGBTQQIP2SA. Which means lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, pansexual, two-spirited, and asexual. I can't.
Did you really just say two-spirited?
Y'all hear it. Y'all see it.
Okay, hold on. So this is the gaycenter.org. This is what it says.
Listen.
Hold on.
For the record,
I know what that is.
We're not homophobic or anti-gay people. Like, we're just... You ask, is there an agenda? The question is there a gay agenda? And clearly there is one. Okay,
an umbrella term for transgender. This is from the gaycenter.org. This is from the Gay Center's website. This is them. An umbrella term for people whose gender identity and or gender expression differs from what is typically associated with the sex they were assigned at birth. Let me ask you a question. Why do they try to slip stuff like that? Assigned at birth?
Yeah, like
people under the transgender umbrella may describe themselves using one or more. Wait a minute. That's a very telling thing. Describe yourself? including transgender and non-binary. Some transgender people are prescribed hormones by their doctor to bring their bodies into alignment with their gender identity. That was very slick.
Hold on, and that is terrifying to say out loud.
Some people are prescribed hormones by their doctors. Whatever happened to that do no harm thing? Wasn't that part of the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm? Huh. Some undergo surgery, but not all transgender people can or will take those steps. And a transgender identity is not dependent upon physical appearance. Whoa.
Wait, one more time for me. Can you Vicky, what?
But not all transgender people can or will take those steps. And a transgender identity is not dependent upon physical appearance or medical procedure. So essentially, I can tomorrow decide, you know what, bro? I am no longer your bro. I am your sister.
No, you can't do that.
No, according to this, I can.
No, I'm not even going allow you to.
This is one I didn't have a definition for. Queer is an adjective used by some people whose sexual orientation is not exclusively heterosexual or straight. This umbrella term includes this umbrella term thing, bro. You see how they don't want you to have a precise definition of something? They want you to exist under these umbrella terms, including people who have non-binary, gender fluid, or gender non-conforming identities. Once considered a pejorative term, queer has been reclaimed by some of the LGBTQIA plus people to describe themselves. However, it is not a universally accepted term even within that community. Questioning. Sometimes when the Q is seen at the end of LGBTQ, it means questioning. This term is someone who is questioning their sexual orientation or gender identity. You mean like every prepubescent or pubescent teenager ever?
You're questioning. All right, yo, this is enough. This is enough. Here's
the question. Here's the question that I have though, Rob. Knowing how confusing, and the reason we went over these definitions straight from the source is because we want people to be able to see for themselves that this is confusing. This is all about confusion.
Hold up. Let's take this a step further. Is there a gay agenda is the question. Okay. Here you go. How about that? You didn't see that one coming, did you?
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. You just keep track of the party. Okay.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Okay. 90s. Remember this started in the 90s? The term? What year did he enter office? The first
1993.
Interesting.
Roberta Ochtenberg. Roberta's a dude. Okay. Or a female. So we got a Democrat.
Now listen, just do the party. Ready,
right,
set,
Democrat,
go.
Democrat. Richard Grinnell.
We got Republican.
One Republican. Democrat.
Okay.
So far, I got one Republican.
Okay, keep going.
Democrat.
Oh, we got a Republican.
We got two Republicans so far, and he's out of California. Came out as gay in 2010, shortly before leaving office. Roy Ashburn. So Dem in Maine is the last one I'm on. Wisconsin, Dem. Vermont, Dem. Imani Barnes, Dem out of Georgia. Rhode Island, Dem. Georgia, Dem. Pennsylvania, Dem. Utah, Dem. Okay, I get the point. It's
we got three. We got
three Republicans so far. First openly gay man and openly he was the first openly LGBTQ Republican to serve in any state assembly. First openly gay man elected to the Ohio General Assembly. So we got four so far. We got four Republicans so far. So your point in bringing this up. Another five Republicans. And Six Republicans.
Seven. 8. 9. 10.
Yeah, Eddie Manis is 10. Yeah.
11.
out of all of these people. So your point, 12, your point in bringing this up is that to say that there's no agenda, and these are all people that have got into office in the 90s or after.
All right. So my question is, if we can't take the party away because it's a variable. Okay, it's a data point. This is not about measuring morality. This is a data point. So if we are trying to form the idea or see if the idea that if we're trying to see if the idea that there's a gay agenda, would it be a fair question to say that people usually vote for and advocate policies that are important to them personally?
Sure.
Okay.
You can't not say that.
You can't not say that.
Right.
Okay. So let's try to be as precise as we can be here with this. So when we say that there's a LGBTQIPA, what was it? -27. When you have when you have legislation on the books directly dealing with altering justice based upon, so example, a hate crime. So getting hit in the head with a baseball bat is now even worse because you like other men and got hit with a baseball bat.
Right.
So the idea that there isn't a LGBTQ agenda, right, you can't even now say there isn't one because we have legislation on the books. We have the marriage thing where it's about what is that whole thing about? Gay people, the people from this particular group getting the ability to get married, which is just fascinating. It's just absolutely mind-boggling, right? So yes, there's an agenda. Obviously, they would want people to be on the side of their agenda, which would mean you need to inject it into the school system, into the education system, into the sports system, into the mainstream education system. We need as much representation of this particular lifestyle in your face as much as possible, to the point where we watching Shazam 2 and Noah looks up and goes, "Really?" At the point where the kid did the whole baseball scene.
Yeah.
And Noah was like, "Really?
Yeah.
Really, Dad?"
Like, we can't even.
That was my 10-year-old son went, "That was inappropriate."
Yeah. Because this is a kid.
It's supposed to be a kid's movie. So why do we need a gay
you're
teenager?
Talking about the scene where he looked at the baseball player and was like, "Yeah, I'm starting to get it." And then when he was like, "I'm gay," and everybody was like, "Yeah, we know."
Yeah, we knew already. So my point is that it's permeated every facet of society, every single facet of the entertainment industry and the marketing industry, and every commercial is two moms or two dads. So yes, there is an agenda. The agenda is to normalize that which one group of people would say is not normal behavior. And we have to be delicate in how we say that, because by and large, most human beings are attracted to the opposite sex, and for the purposes of making more people, we can see how that's a legitimate thing to do. Like, we can see the productivity in a man and a woman. So we'll end it here. There was a joke that I saw, Ali, that said, what happens if you drop 100 men and women off on a deserted island? You can come back and there'll be thousands of people, or whatever the thing was.
Wait a second. Well, I know we got one more thing to cover this morning. I get it. But I have a problem with this, bro. I have a real problem with this. So, as you were talking about this, I was thinking about the laws that are on the books, the bills that are coming up in the North Carolina General Assembly to kind of protect female athletes, because didn't we have examples of girls getting their skulls cracked in MMA and all this kind of thing? So when I was reading this, Kate Jennifer is the mother of one of these athletes. Jennifer and her daughter Madison, who is currently in high school, spoke out against the legislation. And this is legislation that would ban transgender athletes from participating in a sport. They basically have to participate in the sex of the sport that they were, born into. If you're a dude, you got to play dude sports, right? This is what the mom had to say. When you come after my kid, I'm going to do anything I can to protect my child, as any parent would, Jennifer said. The unfortunate thing, the tragic thing, is it's children. It's children that are going to be impacted and their mental health. But you are talking about a child who you are not, Miss Jennifer, protecting by telling this child he can become a girl. It's not helping that child. Opponents of the bill expressed concerns about how the bill will affect trans students. It would be devastating if that were to be stripped away from Maddie for no other reason than who she is as a person. A lot of trans students, especially athletes, feel excluded enough by their peers, by the people around them not accepting them for who they are. So just the fact that the government is trying to exclude them even more than they already are, it feels like overreach. Catherine Goforth Harbin, a volunteer with Time Out Youth. Equality NC Director Kendra Johnson said, the push to add more regulation on trans athletes is unnecessary. Until you start talking to the girls who work their whole high school collegiate careers, who work their whole educational careers to be the best at a sport, to have a dude, a mediocre guy, come along and take their stuff like the swimming person did. It's absolutely ridiculous. When you tell me there's no agenda, there is an agenda. Y'all want to normalize this foolishness. Y'all want to... If this was about women's rights, there's no way, because these same people get up here and talk about how much they care about women's rights, bro. It's just nuts. Just absolutely nuts. We're going to keep our eyes on this, ladies and gentlemen. We got one more thing to cover.
All right, hold on. I have to throw this. I got to throw this out there. There was a man right there. So you had this gay athlete. She was a weightlifter, and she's pro-gay, pro-LGBTQ and all that. And, so she had to watch as this big 350-pound dude decided that morning that he was going to compete as a female, and walked in and shattered her record. And she complained and wailed, and this is unfair. Wait a minute. Hold up. You can't have it both ways, see? So if what you're telling me is that on the one hand, this is that women should be allowed to trans over, men should be, like, if you can't be pro it until, see, what happens is we need to get a bunch of big dudes to go into the sports where all of them are advocating for this for. That's what we need to do. And then let them go in there, right? Let them find out. Let them find out.
Hold on.
It'll get to the point where you got like one actual female and it'll be like 11 men.
Yo, you're talking about the guy. So a Canada powerlifting coach, Avi Silverberg, broke the Alberta women's bench press record in the 84 plus kilogram category at the Heroes Classic. Former record holder, trans identifying male Ann Andrus, had a front row view as Silverberg mocked the discriminatory CPU policy. So the dude, the dude said, "Oh, I can identify as a female. Let me go on and identify as a female then." With my
Go ahead, play that video.
On.
Play that video.
Oh, you want me to actually play it? Hold on. All right, hold on. I got it right here. Here you go. You see it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, she had to sit through.
So this is the trans athlete right here, I'm assuming.
No, that's the judge. That's the judge.
All right, who's the trans athlete that had the front row seat to watch this? Yeah, he still got his beard on. The money still got his beard on.
So she's going to talk. She talks.
Oh, this is the trans athlete up at the top left?
No. See, that's the judge in the middle. The lady's in there. Oh, why are y'all acting? Why are y'all pseudo helping them? Good luck. Good luck, y'all picking that shit up.
Wow.
Good luck. Good luck, ladies.
Wow. Wow, ladies and
Good luck
gentlemen.
with that one.
Shouts out to that guy for doing that just to prove the point. Oh, you wanna take the records away from the women? I got something for you.
I'm gonna set the record indefinitely.
Indefinitely, as I identify as a bearded lady. This is Abdul Ali and Raheem, Architect Soda. You're checking out Top of the Morning. We got one last thing to cover. More people are leaving the Democrat Party. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're checking out Top of the Morning, the best morning show on the planet. You're with Abdul Ali and Raheem, Architect Soto, here on the Urban Conservative each and every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., Top of the Morning. Democrats are dealt another blow. Third lawmaker leaves the party, switches Republican.
Pause. You can't even say that in 2020. You can't even say dealt another blow. You can't.
Oh, that's on the list of things you cannot say. You can no longer say dealt another blow. Third lawmaker leaves party, switches to Republican. Louisiana State Rep Jeremy Lacombe is the third Democrat in less than a month to switch parties. According to a Monday report by The Advocate, the Louisiana-based newspaper, Rep Lacombe announced he'd left the Dems and would be registering as a Republican. It was not immediately clear what prompted Lacombe's departure. However, he is now the second Louisiana Democrat in less than a month to switch affiliations, and the third nationwide after our good friend Trisha Cotham did the same in North Carolina. So last month, Francis Thompson's gave the Republicans in the state house of Louisiana a supermajority after he switched his affiliation. And earlier this month, again, Trisha Cotham did the same thing in North Carolina. Now, the switches come as Biden faces a near record low approval rating. Do y'all get it? A near record low in his approval rating, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And what that tells you is people aren't happy with him. Key groups, women, 43% now versus 42%. Voters age 45 plus is 41%. It's 39% low. Suburban voters are 41%. Rural voters, 31% approve. Democrats, 81%. Democrat men in particular, 79%. Right? Biden is at a low of 41% approve among suburban women. What does that tell you? Folks, people in these legislatures are starting to snap out of it. I think the Republican Party is just more evidence that the GOP's platform is the better platform. And we're going to keep doing everything we can here on the Urban Conservative to keep pushing folks to join the Republican Party. So good news. More folks leaving the Democrat Party, more Republican supermajorities around the country. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, and you too should leave the Democrat Party.
Yes, you should. And we'll talk more about that on another episode of Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. As always, we hope you have a powerful, positive, and productive day. I'll see y'all tonight at the Cabarrus GOP Executive Committee meeting and right back here tomorrow morning for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Y'all have a good day.
Obama, if you weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of nachos, you're now 1% nachos?
What?
If you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty?
Dude, what are you talking about?
Which orange came first, the color or the fruit?
Huh?
If two vegans are arguing, is it considered beef?
Please stop.
If you were born deaf, what language would you thinking? If you get out of the shower clean, how does your towel get dirty?
Wait, what?
If Apple made a car, would it still have windows?
Oh, wait, you got a point there.
Obama.